matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Panthers had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
He spins through. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Darnold. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. There's another one complete to Chenault. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hunger group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle. Maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Mitchell. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now third and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Off of play action, here's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's third and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
This is McCaffrey on the give, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's McCaffrey. He finds some open field here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them.
No, nigga, fuck your water.
A first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
I can't afford that, sir.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And for one of the
That's
few
like
times
crazy
here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big
My credit card ain't got that built in.
Had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
I bet. Shit.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
See, it's 1,000 for you. It's like 25 from down here.
He's gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have that.
Bruh, that shit is a headache in itself. Having to get to New York and then fly out, and then when we come back home. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you get home from vacation, you want to be home from vacation. You don't want to then have to drive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's why we didn't do that shit with Columbia. It was like, nah, fuck that. I'll pay the money. Fuck it.
Here as they try to finish off their victory. McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Just know this game gave you everything this time.
There, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down,
first of all, you was milking the clock from the third quarter. No, from the first quarter.
From understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Like, how the fuck? Like, how the fuck you have the ball for the whole first quarter?
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
And how the fuck they give you maxed out momentum bar off of one drive? Get the fuck out of here.
They'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach.
That was definitely the end of the game.
Maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't quite.
That was definitely the end of the fucking game right there.
The 49er offense set to get this.
And then this motherfucker been throwing off the whole rest of the game.
Fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something that
fucking retarded
in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that
I don't think so. I think Shanahan just had a real fucking bad game call.
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think
Like that, the play call in that last game was horrible. Like I understand it was rain or whatever, but he didn't put them in no positions to succeed.
to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Shit, especially the way the fucking
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
we signed Marlon Mack to the practice squad, so he might get burned.
45.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Down there for the offense, they're hoping that that's something.
Like every running back we decide to make the starter in week 1, they get hurt. They never make it through the season.
The entire second half.
Every year it happens. Fuck his injured ass too.
On play action, Lance. He'll fire this deep.
Honestly,
Ayuk.
look at this shit. Why are you running and I'm pressing aggressive catch? Why are you trying to run underneath me?
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.